responded strong in the second and third to lift him above Barford and get a big extra point win for the Pioneers. 4 points for the team off that major decision.
So let's take a break here from Lexington. VMI, Sacred Heart 16-13. Stay tuned. Close affair so far here in Lexington. Take a look, just a couple of highlights from that last one. Hunter Perez, after going down pretty big there in the first underneath the freshman Andrew Barford, really turned it on in the second and third.
Yeah, coming out of the first, Barford led 10-5, and he had a couple close calls there in the second. A couple good shots, got close to some takedowns, but Perez, great defense, great counter offense. Out of Barford's front headlock, was able to score twice, and just later on there at the end again, extra point win for the Pioneers.
Well, that last replay you saw was the takedown that wasn't for Andrew Barford. Everyone here in Cormac Hall thought the young freshman had picked up 3. The referee didn't agree with that, and you saw some of the ire on the fans' faces headed into that one, not getting the 3 and really flipping that match on its head. So we move on to the next one. 16-13 is the team score. VMI still leads. However, Sacred Heart has had a flurry of wins here in the middle of the contest. Toby Schoffstall and Chris DeLena. DeLena, a senior from LaGrangeville, New York, formerly wrestling at Our Lady of Lourdes. Schoffstall, no stranger to the VMI experience. The VMI Crown, junior from Evington, Virginia. Formerly playing at Liberty Christian Academy over in Lynchburg, not too far away.
Schoffstall, 2-5 this year. His most recent win coming against Owen McGrory of Duke, 11-1.
Schoffstall versus DeLena. Like I mentioned, this is just the first of 2 matches for VMI so far today. Schoffstall in on a double, well defended by DeLena. VMI will face off against Bloomsburg later today. Sacred Heart already faced off against Bloomsburg earlier today in the contest. That one started at 12 o'clock. Schoffstall in on a single. He's got the leg. Stall warning against DeLena. Good defense by the senior from New York. Schoffstall was deep on the single leg. Only got one arm around it, though. Seconds left to go here in the first. Another shot in by Schoffstall. DeLena turns it around, in on a single. 3 points, DeLena. Schoffstall tried to bring him up and over, not able to get it. 1 point escape. DeLena lets him up.
Yeah, Schoffstall went to that front headlock. He had the leg through the middle, tried to kick him over, but DeLena was waiting for him, able to sink his hips, get the takedown.
So, first period ends. We go to the second. 2-point affair as DeLena leads Schoffstall. Now, VMI and Sacred Heart, no strangers to each other. They've met 12 times in total. VMI, much in control of what we would call the series between these two teams. VMI's won 9 of the 12. Sacred Heart only getting 3 wins against the VMI Keydets. Their last win for Sacred Heart against the VMI came at home for Sacred Heart way back in 2018. So, wouldn't it be nice for head coach Clark and this Pioneer squad to come into Lexington, not only get a win over top of VMI, a very tough team, but also end VMI's home winning streak.
Yeah, and when a match like this is your chance. This is your opportunity. These last 2 matches, you guys just have to be on. They have to be wrestling good. DeLena has shown it already. He's gotten takedown to begin the match at 197. We're going to continue his strong offense.
Both men tie up. Strong collar tie from Schoffstall now. Collar tie on the other side for DeLena as well. Shot goes in. Excellent sprawl from the senior. .45 seconds left to go. Kind of like the idea from Schoffstall, trying to switch things up.
Schoffstall doing a good job of creating movement. Just throwing in fakes, trying to get to his shots.
Stalling warning against DeLena. That leads to a point for Schoffstall. So the second period will end. It's tied up 3 apiece. Couple of escapes and 1 stall point for Toby Schoffstall as DeLena takes the bottom position headed into the third. And like you mentioned earlier, if you're Sacred Heart, you need this matchup. Headed into the last couple.
If you lose this one, it means your heavyweight's got to get a pin. Not unheard of. Heavyweights are pretty good at doing that. But you'd rather have a little bit of insurance. Give yourself the opportunity to just win in criteria. Just a nice win by your heavyweight, by your 197, and you've got the duel.
2 potential heavyweights we will see for Sacred Heart. One being the sophomore Kevin Taylor. The other being senior Braxton Fries Appello. And you were telling me before the matchup, it's really going to depend on what the team points look like to see who we see out there.
Yeah, if it's close, within 6, which it's probably going to be, if I had to guess, but you never know with wrestling, it's going to be Fries Appella.
We will see exactly there. Another stall warning, another 1 point for Toby Schoffstall. And just like that, Schoffstall has the lead, only 15 seconds away from a riding time point as well. DeLena trying to get up, fights it. Reversal for DeLena. Now he's up by 1, 5-4.
No riding time points yet. It's like Schoffstall's got a little bit of blood, but
a little bit of crimson running down the face of Schoffstall. Officials entirety of so far. We haven't seen a lot of offense coming from Schoffstall. A lot of good defense coming from DeLena. A lot of stalling also coming from DeLena as well. But that comes with defense.
But that's the advantage of taking these shots, just being aggressive. Even if you're not getting close to the legs, just going after it, you can draw those stall calls.
And this is where DeLena really turned things around. He was down by 1, able to get a 2-point reversal on Schoffstall. Looks like that's where Schoffstall's nose was busted open as well. So a little insult to injury. Back to neutral, 1 point for Schoffstall, 5-5. 45 seconds left to go.
Coach Clark giving his guy the opportunity to just go win it, go get it. This is your chance. Hasn't had a lot of offense so far, but this is his chance to show some grit, empty the tank.
Strong collar tie attempt from Schoffstall might be an understatement on that last one. Schoffstall, DeLena's in on a leg. DeLena has the single. Schoffstall flips the script. Schoffstall on top. 3 points for Toby Schoffstall as the clock expires.
Great defense by Schoffstall. Did a great job. DeLena in deep on that single leg, on that high C. Schoffstall immediately going to the crotch lock, elevating DeLena's hips, rolling through, getting around where he can fight hands and get a cross face.
So 197 belongs to the VMI Keydets. Now 19-13 is the